Alright. Yeah, now that's good enough for the evening. Test, test. Alright. Everything should start shortly. Just getting my layout set up in a way. Whoop. Where I can actually keep an eye on what all's going on. Well, throw that in there and been a bit since we streamed, so it seems like the best way to approach this. And let's see, is that everything? Make sure nothing's cut off. There we go. Alright. Take this. Alright. Let's play around with some ball pit. I have gotten actually pretty miraculously far on my console. So it should be interesting seeing, let's see, what is the speed up button? Oh, there we go. Seeing where we can get to in a couple runs on here. And I like these two together, but sure. Probably should have started out doing an earlier level, just for the sake of getting a little bit warmed up. Because it's been a minute. Actually kind of simple though, at least in the early points. I know you can basically keep a nearly unlimited number of new game pluses, so you can kind of push it and make it as hard as you'd like to hit. And I know it doesn't look like I'm doing very good right now, but that's because I haven't actually got this guy leveled up all that much. Yeah, it's no fire. I need an What level is he? Oh, he's only level 4. No, let's return to base. So, we'll consider that a warm-up round. Market, warfare, let's see. We need to build a matchmaker. So, wheat and wood. Didn't even give it enough time for everything to regenerate properly. Well, in that case, let's Let's just grab our second best player, take him into the fungal forest. See if we can actually last a little bit longer this time. For such an early unlock, he's actually a pretty good character to play with. I actually don't mind when you get to the point where you can turn this into an idle sim. It's kind of funny. As long as you pair everyone up correctly, you can just sort of auto-grind a couple hours. Set the game down, go do something else for a minute, come back, and at the very least you've worked on getting some experience for a few characters. Light's actually useful for spreading debuffs. You combine them with the right things at least. This is a bizarrely ASMR-ish type of game. And that's it. Thinking about revisiting the playthrough of Monster Hunter World just as something to do now that Wilds is basically going to go into maintenance mode. There's like one more fight that they're going to release, but it's not going to be that hard of a fight. Unless they just really decide to go all out on AT Arkville, which I don't think they're going to. I think they'll make it a decent challenge, but they won't make it anything significant in terms of outliers from the rest of them. I'm going to put out one more video dealing with Gigantios, and then just sort of move on. That video won't be that long. It's going to focus exclusively on Phase 3, which is realistically like 50% of the fight, even though it's Phase 3 of 3. So 33% of the phases, it's about half the actual fight. Been dealing with a cold as well, so not really felt like doing much in way of video production. And not to mention, it's the holiday season, just the time to spend with family. A lot of what I put out I had to replan, prep way before this week actually came around, so it wasn't that hard to get in, get recorded, get it put up, get the clips cut out of it, all that sort of stuff. Not to mention I have an excellent wife. She's really helping this thing as well. Archer's actually quite useful. And let's see. I really need to get the AoE world. The boss for this level is one of those fights where AoE pretty much comes through. I'm about to die. There's no way around it. I'm about to die. Shy of a little mini miracle or something boosting my health way back up, but I'm screwed up already. Let's see what we make. He was sunburned. Blinds all enemies in view and add 1 stack of burn every second. Burns last for 6 seconds until yeah, so basically just applies burn to pretty much everything that can actually see it. So unless they're standing behind something, it applies burn to the opponent comes out. Which is a pretty cool little effect. That's actually what you need to be able to really survive in this level. I'm holding off so that maybe I can get a vampire ball or something to help get my health back up. Multicast to YouTube and Twitch at the same time. Let's try. Huh. I don't know which one would be better. Let's try that. Okay, well, I mean, that's not too bad. That should make it to where we can apply a boatload of stacks very quickly. I wonder how the sun would have reacted with earthquakes. It's never bad to apply more stacks than this. This looked better than I thought it would. Well, I thought it would be alright, then we hit a really sort of low point in the middle, and I thought I was screwed. So, just to be completely clear, it's done better than I decided it would a minute or two into this particular run. Oh, well, that's nice, but that might enable us to fusion. That's going to be useful for the boss. The boss for this one's not just a singular entity. So you have to be able to do decent AoE damage. But this boss is a big problem. I probably should have just tried to drive out extra double layer fusion. That way I can use evolution instead. Or an actual fusion instead of fission. crit from the left. Heal past town. Yeah, let's try it. I know I should probably deliberately try to aim for the correct side whenever I'm picking up the crit stuff. I just keep playing the way that I normally play. Look at it as a bonus that happens to happen sometimes. It almost always helps as long as it's on the sides and the front. With certain characters, the one at the rear is really good, maybe we won't get another mission. Ah, yeah, there we go. The problem with the boss comes when it starts spawning in other ads, because it can get kind of easy to lose track of which creatures are the actual boss and which ones are just things that got summoned in. So you just have to kill everything. Should start dying off. Yeah, let's see. The boss's body's finally starting to pop. It's not really a difficult boss. Unless you just don't have the damage output to handle it. Which, I'm sort of borderline, like, for this to be comfortable playing. I've been to this fight where I've just completely erased it off the screen. If you have a really good AoE setup going, you just devastate this fight really, really quickly. End the fight just by being sure to kill the last of the boss's mobs. It's kind of interesting coming back to the game and playing on a version of it where I really don't have. Oh shit! I hit replay. That's not really what I meant to do. Abandon. Yes. And let's see. Build. Do we have enough for the matchmaker yet? Not yet. 200 wheat. 175. Maybe after we do this. Nope. And I don't have the market yet. So. I mean, I could sit here and just leave this for 6-7 minutes, but god damn it, I can't believe I did that on the stream. Anyway, oh, we've got a whole bunch of houses we haven't built. Let's drop this one in. Okay, and let's rearrange here. let's just do it this way. Overall. Whatever. And let's see. What should we do? What should we play? I guess we could do him. Sure, let's give it a shot. I don't think I got to heal up very much though, so this could be terrible. I really I keep forgetting that I don't have, this is not my basically finished and New Game Plus account. I'll do a couple more rounds of this and then probably hop in and try out Tales of Symphonia. It's been a long time since I played it. Picked it up during the Steam sale, so it's so easy to buy way more games than you're actually going to play. So, or we could play cassette discs, because that's one that I would like to do a video on, and I've only gotten to a very early point in it, so I need to play it a little bit more to get a feel for it before I can actually do a real impressions video. Alright, it's an interesting choice, but it's not my choice. I'm just along for the ride. Well, sort of. Control the direction of the vehicle, just not the turns it takes. It's going pretty good so far, though. Yeah, he's picking some stuff that's actually working pretty well, so. Sometimes I've played with this guy before where he has actually made some pretty terrible choices. And I'm at either that or I just have zero idea what build the computer was going for. Probably me just not having any idea what build the computer's going for. I'm going to have to slouch and support my back for a minute. It's starting to get that burning sensation I get when I'm holding a child. I need to actually invest in a decent computer chair. I hesitate to say gaming chair because realistically it's just a computer in general. Let's see which one we got. Oh, Holy Light. Should have made it omnidirectional. Make it do diagonal lasers as well. I actually feel like it's less potent than standard lasers. I know it's not. It just feels to me like it doesn't hit as well. I also like using the lasers as a way to spread status effects around. So the omnidirectional light just doesn't suit my playstyle very well. That thing's probably going to hit me. Which I don't have on PC. So I should probably is not a bad build. I think it just isn't quite leveled up enough yet to really have scaled well with it. That's actually not a bad combination of abilities for that stage. Why do I keep doing that? Yeah, I'll just go with this again. Or do I? I feel like I'm losing out on resources, so that's the only problem with the way resource generation is done in this, is you really, there's no point in chaining the level over and over and over again. Come on, there we go. Build, warfare, and matchmaker. Now, where am I going to drop this down at to? Probably be best. Okay, let's see how many bounces we can get off this. Oh, come on, I didn't get either one of them. And can't buy secondary goes yet. Yeah, well, let's see. We need 50 stone and 70 stone. Stone mine, or gold mine. I have not constructed a lot of the things that I have available. Market. Yeah, we'll get it constructed in a minute. Might as well drop this down. I'm just dumping resources at this point, because we need to start getting stuff built. Desert trophy, shroom trophy. Yeah. Okay. Let's take him back and do an earlier level. Or should we do this to just try to get some extra gold? Yeah, we'll try him on the first one, because we haven't done the first level with him yet. Get some resources. The only problem with characters that can pierce walls, until you get the matchmaker, you can end up losing balls to the back line. Which is why with him I tend to try to deliberately shoot towards the wall, so that piercing effect can go away as quickly as possible, since it can technically vanish based on the back wall, like those ones that are trapped in the back are doing right now. Ooh, yeah, he's a little too close to it. That's my bad. But he also needs some levels because he's still currently level 1. Get some baby balls being born and maybe eventually throw this leech out. Get some healthy generation. It's funny how basically every level in this game, even the earliest ones, can become incredibly hard if you have a really shitty build going. Now, that's to say, the earlier levels are a whole lot easier to get good ones going. I don't like that. I've accidentally picked it up before, and usually ends out like everything else. I think I'm fine. Yeah. I like Z's self-propagating status effect. It says 15%, but realistically, it spreads pretty easily. And let's get that. So we'll be able to combine bleed and tick ball pretty easily. So then if we can get electricity and the light that can blind everything on screen. And I think I have gotten my balls trapped in the back. That's actually a pretty good vision. Noticed on my other file too, that as you upgrade stats and actually start introducing the stats code buildings, you can pretty much negate the movement penalty for moving while firing balls. Open up another slot, which is also pretty good. We just need a more effective way to spread it around. This does have the piercing ball effect. I don't like dark. It's destroyed. I know it can make a good sort of boss could also be totally misunderstanding how it works in the long run. See, now I'm not sure if every enemy that gets blinded is automatically going to get disease, or if it just literally combines those two in one ball. Let's see. Let's try to get another ball. There we go. Poison, freeze, or ghost. Which one's going to be the most beneficial in the long run? Because where I have the pierce by default, the boss for this one's not going to be that bad, because I can shoot straight up the middle and then have it bounce off the back wall into it. It's just getting to the final boss with this guy. Okay. Let's see if we can pull ourselves together and actually get the win. That might. One of the biggest problems in this game. I'm really bad about inflicting damage to myself just by walking too close to everything. Not a huge amount left. I don't think that can ramp up. I shouldn't have bug load more in these to spawn there if I can just get these front lines here cleared up. His speed's a little unpredictable, by the way, because when everything gets trapped in the back, he'll just jerk up the speed really quickly until he finally absorbs the ball and starts shooting again. So it's not consistently firing like some of let's see. This is actually a really cool boss intro. They definitely should have done more like this in this game. The rest of them just kind of appear, but it's kind of so cool. This is actually what sold the game on me. Like, I thought it was so cool that they did this that I decided, okay, let's pick it up and try out the rest of it. The mildly bullet hellish nature of the game starts. Okay, I'm trying too hard to not move now. Me trying to be a show-off was about to completely cost me the win. And let's see how long we've been going. Been up for about 45 minutes. Let's see if we can make any buildings now. Alright, we unlocked the shade. Still need 7 more hits for the matchmaker. Desert trophy actually collected quite a few. Any other buildings we can make? Archery range. We'll put it up here for now. Jeweler. Set you over here to upgrade later. And we need some stone. Let's see, what was his ability? Oh, yeah. Nah, we're not going to touch him until later. Let's try this guy again, Fungal Forest. Then I'm going to take a quick bathroom break, grab a drink, and then I think we'll switch over to Tales of Symphonia for a little while. Oh yeah, that was cheese. This is the world after The Last of Us finally succeeds. Well, I mean, this is if the concept took over. Takes over anthropods, which are a whole lot simpler than humans are. I'm glad it got that order, because that would suck if it had grad division first and then level up. even the sun would actually be a good one compared to that. The sun would actually probably be pretty good for this thing in general. It's funny that it does seem like some of the sprites are actually inspired by the way cordyceps actually affects some insects. Yeah, let's see what it does. Instead of picking the unknown one, it goes with the known one. I'd have probably grabbed the blank one just to go ahead and kill it. Let's see what happens. Oh, fishing. Interesting choice there. I'd love to know what the logic was in terms of how they set up the if A and B choices for this character. It's not terrible. It makes decent choices most of the time. But some of them just, like say, I pretty much always take a fusion over top of doing a fusion. Unless I just have a whole bunch of skills that still need to be leveled up.